I was like, it's summer, I'm finna party, relax, go play the game. But then after a while, I was like, no, I can't be doing that.
I was like, man, I've been waking up every morning for school this whole year. Now I'm finna have to wake up every day for this training. And come on, but yeah, I like it though. Yeah, it was definitely worth it.
What are some of the things you guys are noticing, like the different backgrounds and like how that influences like who you become friends with?
I feel like it's just who really want it. So, like we all want to go to a bigger school. So like we all push each other harder every day.
For me, I feel like we all clicked because we all had the same issue when we got there. Everybody coming from a high school where they were the guy. You one of the best players, and then you get there, you don't get that same treatment. You got to work just as hard as everybody else do, if not harder.
Kind of talk about the importance of that playbook.
The more you know, the easier the game's gonna be.
If you're studying and you could do everything at it like 100% and not mess up, and you just know everything right off the bat, man, they're gonna mess with you a lot.
They can do more with you if you know more. Like you can get moved around anywhere, and the more you know.
Like certain plays just for you and all that.
You got to, man. You got to put in the work if you really want to get to where you want to be. Because like everybody like wants to be great, but they only want to be great when they feel like it. You got to be great even when you don't feel like it. All right, so welcome in. I want to say this is what, episode 7?
8.
Episode 8 of New Wave Certified. I'm your host, John Larkin, and with me, I have a few guests. I'll let you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Davarion. I go to Iowa Central, play football, slot receiver. Yeah, get in with John.
J'Quari Willis, tight end, Iowa Central.
Yeah. All right, cool, guys. Well, before we get too far into it, man, I think it'd just be a good kind of starting point just to kind of go over like some of your background and stuff like that so the viewers kind of get to know you a little bit. What would you say, you know, kind of made you guys make the decision to kind of move on to, you know, junior college and go to Iowa Central?
Man, for real, like I've been playing football since I was like little. So like since NYFA.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so like it's always been something like I've never been like just type to get out of school and just go home. Like I've always been in some sort of activity. So it's just like, bro, I can't.
Did you hoop?
I hooped freshman and sophomore year and then I just stopped. Like I was not gonna get play time. I wasn't that tough.
Track?
Yeah, I did track senior year.
All right, yeah.
Yep.
For me, man, you said the junior college route. It was like I had to go that route. I wasn't the best at grades. Like I was a sports athlete, but school just wasn't with me in high school. But I learned that lesson the hard way, I guess. I sat down and talked with my dad. We had talked to a couple D2s, and I was like, I don't know if I want to go that route. So then he was like, how do you feel about JUCO? He's like, it's gonna be hard. There's a lot of dogs in JUCO. And I'm willing to fight. So
Yeah.
told him, let's do it.
Yeah, well, you kind of touched on the idea of D2. Like, what are some D2s that you were looking at?
I forgot the name specifically, but they were talking like through my dad. So it was like, and that's also where I had a bad spot with coming up with recruiting and stuff like that. I wasn't like all the way into it. Like I didn't post on Twitter or anything. I wasn't reaching out. I just thought they'd reach out to me, but obviously not.
Yeah, you just didn't know any better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now you know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of like an interesting choice, you know what I mean? Like to forego Division II to try to pursue something bigger, you know what I mean? I'm guessing that's what your goal was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. I think I saw a video of you, or not a video, a photo of you on a visit, man, to Tech.
Yeah.
Talk about that, man.
I was there with my homies. My homie had put in a word. He went there, and we was with some friends out there. And it was like, I want to come on a visit to Tech. We went on that visit.
Yeah. Was that with Miles and them?
Yep.
Nice. All right, cool, man. So yeah, kind of touch on like a little bit about like your high school football career and like, you know, where you guys played at and obviously like what that journey was like.
Man, so at first I didn't even start out at receiver for real. Nah. Freshman year, like I didn't really get in the game at receiver at all. They just put me in at DB. So I was playing corner like all my freshman year. And then sophomore year, I started at receiver. So then that's when I really like stopped. I didn't play DB no more, and I was really just focused on receiver. But then my junior year, it was like my junior year, I had failed a class. So I had to sit out my senior year, 5 games.
Oh,
So I missed a
wow.
lot of the season. That's another big part why I went JUCO.
Yeah.
And like it was, yeah.
Yeah. No, I
But
remember watching you play your junior year. I remember watching you guys because I was watching Frank,
yeah,
you know. But yeah, no, that makes sense. I would have never been able to guess that, by the way.
yeah. Like it wasn't. I should have knew better. It was just a mistake that I had to learn.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about the DB.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, why'd you change?
I don't know. It was like I don't know. One day it was OTAs and we were standing in line to stretch, and this is when like I was going into sophomore year. The coach comes up to me, and he was like, did you start at receiver last year? And I was like, no. And he was like, well, you're gonna start this year. And then he was like,
Yeah.
like he shook my hand and everything.
Yeah.
And
Was this just on like JV, sophomore, varsity?
no,
What
this
was
is just sophomore.
Oh,
This
okay.
is just sophomore
Yeah,
ball.
yeah, yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, it wasn't JV. I think I played 1 JV game sophomore year.
Oh, okay. Got ya. What about you, JJ?
I was at Wash. I know it was hard at Wash. I ain't gonna lie. We wasn't winning that many games, but we was playing hard. Or at least I was trying to.
Yeah.
I played receiver freshman through like a little bit of senior year. That's when they had wanted me to move to like tight endish, like just like close, not attached though. I wasn't really hand in the dirt. Like I was off ball, back in the backfield, stuff like that. They wanted me to block a little bit more because for my team, I was like the biggest kid, which is kind of crazy to think of. But
How
yeah,
tall were you?
like 6'1", 6'2" at the time.
Are you taller now?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
6'3", 6'4".
Okay.
But yeah, I was the biggest kid, so it was really hard being the biggest player, but at a skilled position. Like I was bigger than all our old linemen. Like it was bad.
yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah.
But and then senior year got a little iffy when I got hurt. I had tore my MCL.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Damn, I didn't know that.
sat out for 2 weeks. Couldn't play those games. But I was really more focused on basketball, so I was nervous to go back to play because I didn't think I was gonna play football in college. I thought I was going for basketball, to be honest with you. So yeah,
Yeah, hoop dreams.
different.
Always be
dreams.
having hoop dreams, man.
Yeah.
Man.
So real quick, touch on like how has your body changed over the course of just like your first year? Like I know you said that you played a little bit of wide receiver in high school, and then you kind of got moved into a little bit of tight end towards the end. Is that right?
Yep.
And then now you're a full-time tight end.
Yep.
Talk about that transition and what that's done for you.
Well, I was getting recruited as a receiver, so I thought I was going to go there as a receiver. I got there. There was about 40 receivers. We had like 9 returners. So they were just trying to be honest with me, trying to get me on the field. They were like, your quickest way on the field is to go tight end. We're not going to have you block as much, but you're going to have to gain a little bit more weight and be able to block when we need you to block. So that first semester, I put on about 50. I went from like 180 to 230, 225, quick.
Wow. How did you do that?
That calf and lifting. In high school, I never lifted them like at all. Didn't pick up a weight. Coach used to make a joke, said I was allergic to iron. I didn't pick up weights. So yeah, that calf and then weights will get you right.
Yeah. So that's what a lot of kids like in high school like they don't know yet is like when you go to a college program, like having that consistent lifting and like how much that'll actually change your body. Like I've seen it time and time again from like the kids that I work with that go to college. Like that transformation is just remarkable. But yeah, I mean, just did you have like any sort of like if you've got a kid that's trying to put on weight, like what would you suggest like advice to give them?
I mean, find a routine and stick to it. Be consistent. You can't skip days.
Yeah.
And make sure you're eating. Like it was days where I was like, oh, I think I'm eating too much. No, you have to eat. If you want to see progress, you have to eat.
Yeah. I kind of did something similar. You know what I mean? Not that much, but 20 on going into my freshman year. But yeah, it's like you're not used to eating that many calories and that much food. And then like eventually like you just get used to it. And then like you don't eat enough. You're like, man, I'm hungry all the time now. You know what I mean? But yeah, okay, cool. So I want to talk a little bit about training and, all the stuff that we've been doing I know that we've been doing speed training. We've been doing the skill work. What has been the biggest impact that you guys have seen from training this off season?
I think I got way better at like the route running stuff and the releases. Like you taught me a bunch of you made my bag a little bit deeper. You made my bag a little bit deeper.
For sure.
Yeah, but yeah, I actually like coming to this like every morning. It's just something to like get my mind off things and actually put in the work in the morning. That usually like I know some of my teammates aren't doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So like I know everybody's not doing it. So just 1% better every day.
Yeah. Get that competitive edge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's footwork. I feel like you helped me a lot with my footwork. When I first got here, it was hard for me to do almost anything because I wasn't used to my weight really, moving around at that weight and trying to maintain speed at the same time, my body control and staying low and stuff like that. And I feel like, yeah, you helped me a lot with that, with footwork. So I'm excited to see how this next year goes.
Hell yeah, man. I'm excited for you guys. Like, I definitely saw a lot of growth over like we talked about earlier, like 8 weeks, I think it was, something like that.
Yeah.
Like, all of you guys got faster, you know what I mean, consistently. And obviously, just like the control, you know, I think looking back, just some of the things that I thought that you guys did really well, as far as like talking about skills, I think your biggest strength is obviously your speed, but then the way that you're able to roll your cuts and you're able to move in and out of the route, like your actual route running is like your strength. You know what I mean? And then you talked about the releases, right? We adding some to that. You know what I mean? Learning that sort of deal. And then JJ, I mean, like you talked about, right? Just understanding how to get in and out of your breaks a little quicker. That's something that I saw a major improvement on, because you always wanted to break with the tight end breaks, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because they break different because you're a bigger guy. You got to slow down, more mass. You know what I mean? But, you definitely improved on like controlling out of the top of your route. That's the biggest thing I saw. And then another thing that I'm very, very happy about outside of the skill was the mindset change. You guys really, like, I real deal watched you guys like really mature over the summer. Like, that was very, very rewarding to me. See you guys like put in consistent work day after day, because nobody's making you come here. You know what I mean? It's you guys who are making the decision to come in and put the work in. You know what I mean? So that being said, what kind of confidence does that give you guys going into your second year?
A lot more than I had.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just think like, yeah, we've been working, so I think it's finna go good.
Yeah, you just ready to see that thing
I'm
pay
ready.
off,
I'm
right?
ready to see. I'm ready to use it all. I'm ready to put it to work.
Hell yeah, man.
It's like, I'm ready to get in there and get out, you feel me? But I feel like when I first got here, I was like, after my first day, I was like, oh, that's kind of hard. But I was like, I like it though. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it made me embrace change. Like, I was uncomfortable at first because I was bigger, and I felt like I was moving slower because I was with the faster guys, the receiver.
Yeah.
So I was like, hold on, though. Like, I kind of like it. Like, I need to put in that work and come back and come back and come back again. I'm start catching up to them, and I'm still big.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you definitely are moving like a receiver. You know what I mean? Kind of talk about the idea behind like where you would be versus where you are now if you chose not to do. Like, first of all, have you guys ever done like consistent training?
This is first time doing like real like training.
Yeah.
I've only trained for like basketball, nothing like I've never done football workouts. First time.
Yeah. What do you guys think? What was your first like impression? I guess I know you had kind of talked like you like were uncomfortable, but like, where were you at mentally as far as like when you started versus where you were now that we've gone through the whole deal?
When I started, I was like, oh, it's summer. I don't know if I'll be coming to this every day. It's probably a once in a while thing or something like that. I was like, it's summer. I'm finna party, relax, go play the game. But then after a while, I was like, no, I can't be doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's facts. I was like, man, I've been waking up every morning for school this whole year. Now I'm finna have to wake up every day for this training. And come on, but yeah, I like it though. Yeah, it was definitely worth it.
That's the maturity though.
Yeah,
like that's like you could have easily fell into those distractions. You know what I mean? You could have easily made the easy choice, right? But you consistently day after day made the hard choice.
Yeah.
That's the thing, and that's where like you're really gonna see some success from that, you know. And you talked about the waking up, you know what I mean? Like you guys wake up early, go to school, go to practice, and all that good stuff. I just think that just continues to give you an advantage over the guys that have been, you know, doing the extracurricular, right? That have been sleeping in all summer. They're gonna go back that first week. They're gonna be behind you, way behind you. You know what I mean? But you know, nothing against them, but that's just the reality of the situation. You know what I mean? But what was the most like enjoyable part of your experience? You know, what did you enjoy the most?
What I enjoy the most, I liked the little vlogs,
Yeah.
in the middle of the drills and stuff.
Yeah, the vlogs, the music, but for me, I say the competition.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
My every day I come here, I'm like I gotta catch up to them on the flies. I gotta catch them. I gotta
Yeah.
catch them.
It is a
Oh,
little bit of
yeah,
it is a little
okay.
bit of competition.
And then
when
it
we do
was
those.
like every day it was like, so some days one of us get the route, like get the drill we're doing, and some days somebody wouldn't. So on that day, I'm talking my stuff. I'm getting the drill. You messing up.
Oh,
Now
yeah,
what? Come
okay,
on
all
now.
right.
It's that competitive edge.
Yeah,
I
man, some
loved
inner
it.
dialogue, man. I
Yeah,
like that.
loved
Yeah.
it. It was
Okay,
fun.
cool. Yeah, I like that for sure, man. Did you feel like I guess like there really weren't very many other athletes here during that time, but I mean like you guys got to see like Apollo, you got to see Miles, you know, you got to see a couple of these other cats, like, you know, like what'd you guys think of that?
Yeah, it was nice catching back up with them though. I haven't seen them since we graduated.
Yeah.
And I used to go to you know, Iowa Biggest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to do that with Apollo.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was nice catching up with them.
Yeah, for sure.
I haven't seen AP since I was in my Prairie days. No glaze. I'm not trying to glaze, but that boy footwork something nasty. I ain't gonna
Nah,
lie.
he
To
got
see
it.
him from when we were kids to now, totally different animal.
Yeah, for sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
got it.
And I know you kind of grew up around Miles a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Still can't guard me. I'm still big. He still can't guard me.
Hey, when's the last time you guys saw Malik other than like at the training?
I mean, I had went down there to Texas and caught one of his high school games.
Yeah.
That boy's that's a real DB right there.
Yeah, locksmith.
Man, I didn't expect him to switch to DB.
I thought he was a quarterback. He was my quarterback when he was out
Yeah,
here.
he's at Wash.
Yeah, he was throwing me the ball. So I was expecting him to go down there to be a QB. He switched the corner, surprised me. I was like, wow. Well, nobody catching that on him. I went out to the game. He got a pick six. He was trolling out there. That game, he made the
Dude.
game look easy.
He's got such a personality too.
Yeah.
You know, like I had never met him, you know, in high school or anything like that, but Miles brought him, you know what I mean, this summer. So that was my first time meeting him. But man, he got a personality, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think I met them in like 8th or 7th grade.
Yeah. Yeah.
Known him ever since.
I think Miles told me a story about like when you guys like first met. He was telling me that like it was hoop dreams. Here you go.
We hated each other when we first met. We wanted
yeah.
to fight every time we saw each other.
Yeah, but
It was
then
bad.
like you guys started playing on the same team, so and you guys were like the best players, so kind of went together. But yeah, bro. How long have you known Cyrus?
I know Cyrus for a minute since like middle school, but like our first time like really like talking to each other was like freshman year during summer workouts.
Yeah.
Yeah, those summer workouts is when it all happened. Me, him, and BJ just.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so what's that been like? Just kind of like working alongside like your bros. You know what I mean?
It was fun. Like the whole all high school was fun. Just
Yeah.
working with them, playing on the same team as them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was definitely a movie.
For sure, bro. Want to kind of turn the page a little bit, kind of talk a little bit more about like where you're at right now, and just kind of some advice, you know what I mean, for like some of the kids that might be kind of considering like following the same path that you guys are on. You know, like kind of talk about like what you thought your junior college experience was going to be like versus like what it actually turned out to be, you know, with your first year already behind you.
So I thought going into JUCO, like during the summer, I thought redshirting was like a bad thing. Like nobody wanted a red shirt, all that, until like they really explained what it was, and like I was like I actually do want a red shirt. Like they gave me the choice, and I actually did want a red shirt because why not take a year of development?
Yeah.
Instead of like wasting the year and all that when you could be getting better during that time. Yeah.
Well, now with that rule change, like you're technically still a freshman. Like you're a redshirt freshman within JUCO, right? But when you go to a 4-year, you'll still be considered a freshman, right?
I
Is that
think
how
so.
that works?
I think
Yeah,
if they passed it, right?
I'm fairly sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's been your biggest, you know?
For me, when I first got there, I ain't really know nobody in my position group. I like switched positions. And they wanted us to be around our position, so we got to know each other. But I was always off. Like I was like away from everybody, or I was with him. Like I wouldn't go around them and stuff like that. And I at first, like the first few weeks, I didn't put that much work into the playbook at first. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna do that or something like that. Or after our meetings, I won't look over the plays. And that caught up to me quick. I started seeing people get moved up that probably weren't as good as me, but was putting in more work than me. So, you know what I'm saying? Hard work beats talent any day. So,
so that was a big lesson you learned. Yeah. So I think that's like something that you mentioned, like when you talk about like just like being around like teammates and people you don't know, like that's a bigger part that like people don't really think about. You know what I mean? Like I can kind of relate because like when I played college, like I didn't know anybody on my team. You know what I mean? Kind of similar to you guys. And like to your point, like coaches want you hanging out with those guys, right? But like you kind of just like you don't really want to, you know what I mean? But I guess just like I just think that like the sooner you can kind of, you know, get a hold of like that new mentality of, oh yeah, like it's a good thing to be with your new teammates and meet new people and kind of step outside your comfort zone, the better. You know what I mean? But yeah, kind of talk about the importance of that playbook.
Very important.
The more you know, the easier the game's gonna be.
If you can do everything, like if you're studying and you could do everything at it like 100% and not mess up, and you just know everything right off the bat, man, they're gonna mess with you a lot.
And there's more that they can do more with you if you know more. Like you can get moved around anywhere, and the more you know.
Like certain plays just for you and all that.
Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah. So just allows you kind of play more free, right? You don't have to really think about what you're doing. You can just go out there and do it, right?
Yeah. If you go out there thinking too much, you're gonna like just mess up.
Tips for learning playbook.
I would say just like write them, like when the coaches explain them, just write them down, draw them up, and then later back in your dorm or something, just you and the teammate just quiz each other.
Or just call your coach, ask for extra time to go over plays. I did that a couple times. Some plays I didn't get or needed help on. Coaches are always open. You know what I'm saying? They like that. They like you coming to talk to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For sure.
Kind of like office hours type deal.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. You guys ever like go to like whiteboard sessions or anything like that?
Yeah.
Like,
We do that in the library.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they got little soundproof rooms. We go in with a whiteboard. We go in there.
Yeah. What's the school like over at Iowa Central? Like schooling.
I met some really good friends there. Like we met some really cool people. Yeah. I feel like we're gonna have a friendship for a long time. But
wanna shout out your homies?
Man, shout out PD, shout out Demo, shout out Leach, Isaac, all them. All Minneapolis.
The whole app.
All Minneapolis.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll definitely meet some cool people there.
Yeah.
Like some lifelong friends there. And there's nothing really to do out there. Like we got a McDonald's down the street. That's about it.
That's the most fun, you guys going to McDonald's and sitting in the lobby.
Yeah.
But that's good though. No distractions. That's football in school. That's what I needed really. I ain't gonna lie. No distractions. Football in school.
Yeah. So you kind of talked about like you know, your bros and your homies that you guys like met, you know, through school and through football. What are some of the things you guys are noticing, like the different backgrounds and like how that influences, like, you know, just like who you become friends with?
I feel like it's just who really want it. Like you're gonna hang around people you want the same, like we all want to go to a bigger school. Mm-hmm. So like we all push each other harder every day just to, you know, see each other get better.
For me, I feel like we all clicked because we all had the same issue when we got there. Everybody coming from a high school where they were the guy, they were the player. You get to JUCO, there is no player. Everybody is on the same level, trying to outbeat the other person. So I feel like that was humbling for everybody to come from a background where you're the guy at your school, you're one of the best players, and then you get there, you don't get that same treatment. You got to work just as hard as everybody else do, if not harder. Yeah. So I feel like us noticing that, and we noticed it all together, you know what I'm saying? Everybody had to push each other. It's work.
Yeah, you kind of just find those people who have the similar like outlooks that you kind of touched on.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So again, kind of turning the page a little bit. Let's kind of talk a little bit about like your purpose and like why you play football and why why are you taking this route? Like, who are you doing it for yourself? Are you doing it for your family? Like, kind of like touch on that.
So I'm putting on for me and the fam. I'm trying to get us up out of here. I'm trying to be in Iowa no more, you know what I'm saying? And also just want to be good, you know what I'm saying? Be great at something. Let my next generation know that it's cool to work. You know what I'm saying? You got to put in that work if you want just make a name for myself.
For sure.
And my little brothers, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be an example for them.
Love that.
My little brother, he better than me right now. And he only 13.
Yeah, I seen it. I was just talking to Cyrus about him. About his little brother. I was looking at the reel you posted the other day.
Yeah.
I was like, hold up, why his footwork look crazy?
He got potential to be one.
He's so untapped too. Yeah. Like he's got so much more to go. But
he loves
like
learning.
Right there.
He want to keep going too. Yeah. He trying to outbeat me. I'm trying to push him to do it.
I've seen a lot of improvement out of JC.
JC, yeah. JC, I'm gonna be a sleeper Ben Roethlisberger. Big Ben, I'm telling you.
Big JC, man.
That's the little one who was in here with us?
Yeah. He got a little arm on him though.
Yeah, he does. He does. That's funny. Yeah. What about you, Vari?
Man, I'm just trying to show like my little sister, like you can do whatever you really put your mind to.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm trying to put on for the fam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's you and your sister then?
Yeah, me, my sister, and my mom.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. What? How old's your sister?
7.
Oh, she's very young then.
Yeah.
Very young. She think the world of you.
Yeah. That's my dog.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Outside of football, you know what I mean. What are some things that like you feel like, are just things that you really enjoy doing? Like, if you're not doing football. What do you enjoy doing for fun?
Man, biking.
Biking
that
with my
stuff
friends.
Be fun, bro.
Like we bike all summer.
Oh yeah, you guys said that. You guys go downtown and stuff
all
like that,
that.
ride your bikes.
All that. I like biking, bro. Surf, snowboarding.
Ooh,
snowboarding is fun.
Okay,
you gotta go snowboarding.
You ever been skiing, snowboarding?
Nah, I never been skiing.
Done none of that.
Nah.
But me, Cyrus, and BJ went a couple of times last year for the first time.
Where'd you guys go?
Sundown, and then I went to this one place in Galena. I think it's called Chestnut.
Yeah. I've been to both those places for sure.
It was definitely fun.
I'd pay to see you on a snowboard, bro.
I would honestly do it. I'd try it. I ain't gonna lie. I'd try it. I ain't closed off from it. I'd try it. I like, going on walks, like through different like nature places. Like I done been to Makogada a couple times while I'm out here.
Oh yeah. Caves?
What's the other place that we went to?
The Palisades.
Yeah.
Palisades. That's over here, right?
That's in Mount Vernon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for sure.
Been there a couple times, just walking around, seeing different things.
No golf?
Bro, I tried.
I ain't never done it.
You guys have never played?
I got a crazy slice.
Oh, you do?
Like I try to hit it, and the ball would just.
Yeah. I may be a football player. Don't sleep. I'll play any money up on anybody in hooping.
Yeah,
I'm not scared.
You can't guard me though. Like,
you need to get a hoop in here.
Nah, everybody says that, bro. But I'm already knowing somebody's ankles get snatched.
Yeah, he getting contact done.
Look, he don't even believe that.
I'm already knowing.
I seen my high school film in basketball. I was a different breed. You know that.
I'm already knowing he's gonna put a body on you, bro.
I'm coming down that court.
Man, y'all are some haters, bro. That's
but you'd have him going one way, you go the other way.
I'll tell you right now, bro. I'm going. You know how it was, bro, coming down that court.
Nah, he was definitely booming.
Nah, it's cool.
But he was one of those freaky kids. He was booming in like 7th grade. Like, who does that?
No.
Like windmilling. Who's windmilling in 8th grade?
Really? Yo, did you play AAU?
Yeah, Barnstormers.
Bro. What?
Like, who's doing? That's what I'm saying. Like who's doing that?
Why did
in-game windmills?
Why did basketball not go your way? Like,
I don't know if my dad, I sat down, had that talk with my dad. He was like, you got to pick one. When I was going out of Central, I asked if I can do both. They said that the seasons would conflict towards the end, and they said it'd be really hard. They was like, and if you're going for football, I don't want you to get hurt in basketball. So it was like they were iffy on it, and they didn't really want me to do it. But he was like, you got to pick one. And he was like, for you, think your best bet to get the money, you can get your most money out of football. So then I was like, listen to my pops, we're gonna go do football.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you happy with your decision so far?
Yeah. You know, when I first got there for those summer workouts, I was like, man, did I choose the right thing? I was thinking, I was like, man, I'd kill to be inside on the court because it was so hot.
Oh yeah,
Oh
I
my
know,
gosh.
I know. I'm already nothing against the hoopers out there, but I'm already knowing that fall camp and all that is.
Yeah, and then on top of that, everybody else I had a couple homies who went to some colleges for basketball. They didn't have to go to school till August. I'm here already in July. Oh, bro,
Right.
come on.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Man, y'all talking about when it's hot. When it's cold, I can't do that.
Oh no, I'm the same way.
I
I'm
can't
okay
do
with
that.
heat. I'm okay with the heat, but I don't mess around with that. Do you guys do the latex glove underneath?
Yeah, definitely. But that don't even be
Not
working.
me.
It doesn't work.
Not for, like it. My hands still be freezing,
I'm out there raw hands.
and it still hurts.
No gloves.
I gotta feel the ball, but then it get to that point where I can't feel the ball no more.
Right. Right.
You gotta Flintstone it. You gotta tuck it here or something. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah. Who's the hardest opponent you guys have gone up against? Could be a teammate. Could be somebody you played against. On a different team.
Oh, I would say like last season, we had some linebackers.
Oh
We had
yeah.
some good linebackers. One went to
You talking
Illinois.
about just in college or overall?
I would say college first, but if you want to go overall, then for sure.
I got
It don't matter. It don't
Asa
matter.
Newsom at K-State. I broke my face mask sophomore year. He hit me so hard. I never got hit that hard in my life.
Linebacker, safety,
I think he's a safety right now at K-State. What is he?
don't know who he
Linebacker, something like
where
that.
he play at?
Kansas. Oh, where did he play at?
Yeah.
Waverly. Shell Rock.
Oh shoot! Oh, it's a high school then.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
high school.
okay.
But
Damn.
yeah, he at K-State now. It's a big boy.
He came downhill then. Yeah. Boomstick.
He gets, man.
Man, you guys always talk about 2K. You guys playing Madden? You playing NCAA? You doing any of that?
Me personally, I can't get into the football games. Like I play
Ask him
football.
about 2K. Ask him what I be doing in 2K.
We'll be going back and forth. Be for real. Be for real.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No. When we first got there, was we not going back and forth every day?
Sure.
Nah. You guys got any questions for me? Anything like that, or are you guys good?
Let me think. How you feel the training went this summer?
I thought it went great. I'm very, like I said, I'm very, very happy with. The biggest thing I'm happy with is the consistency. Just again, because I know what that's going to do for you, like the building the habits. That's the biggest thing, and then obviously the speed training went well. You know what I mean? It was kind of like one of those things where it was kind of nice because you guys didn't really have to think much during those sessions. You know what I mean? Because I make you guys think a lot. You know what I mean? During the receiver stuff sometimes. So those little Mondays and Wednesdays are kind of a little bit lighter on your thinking. You know what I mean? But I thought it went really well. Like I talked about earlier, I got to really see what your strengths and weaknesses were, and then we got to kind of attack them. You know what I mean? As a group. And I thought that this last week especially, like I got to see like, really how far you guys came. So, man, hopefully your coaches see that. And they should. I mean, practically every college athlete that I've worked with, every time they go back, their coach is always like, yeah. So I'm hoping the same thing for you guys.
My question: You played college football, right?
Yeah.
How was that? How was like learning the new stuff? Like for a trainer, you had to do all the learning and stuff like that. How was that? And you being an athlete, like how was that? Seeing that, you could have put this into your game, and like, that actually worked.
So, all right. So when I went to college my freshman year, so first of all, I came from a really small school. Really, really small school, country, you know what I mean, I was a great athlete, but I played quarterback, right? And I could have played receiver, DB. It could have been really good safety, right, to be honest with you. But I went and played quarterback, through camp and stuff like that, and I got moved to receiver because they wanted to use my athleticism because, let's be for real, I was the most athletic freshman we had on the team. There's 100 freaking freshmen, you know what I mean? So at first that was kind of like tough for me because like I had never changed positions, you know what I mean? And I didn't really like have anybody that I knew on a team other than like my roommate, but still, you know what I mean? You just met the people. So I didn't have a mentor to kind of talk me through the change, and I felt like I was starting at the bottom, you know what I mean, all over again and stuff, even though like my talent was a lot higher than them, but I didn't know that because nobody ever told me that. And that's kind of like why I started doing what I'm doing, because if I would have had someone like myself talk me through that transition, things would have went completely different, you know what I mean? And if I had somebody training me in high school, it would have been completely different. But knowing what I know now about like the position stuff and like all the skills and stuff, like I didn't know any of that stuff. I was like, I told Cyrus yesterday, I was lining up like this.
How was it so good? Like how? What? Like where'd you get that off from?
Yeah, well, I mean, when I played college, I didn't know any of it. I was lining up like this. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So,
Oh man.
you know what I mean? But they didn't say nothing. You know, they didn't like, they didn't say. Yes. Like you're ready to, because like you gotta have your hands ready to fight. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't work like that, you know. But no, I mean, if I knew what I knew now, obviously it would have been different. You know, me and my buddy, he played quarterback. I literally just talked to him yesterday, but he coaches down in Texas. He's from Houston. He always jokes about like if we would have ran it back, you know what I mean, back then, like we would have been like, you know, amazing. Let's just put it that way. But,
That's how we be with them 8th grade hoop squads.
What was your favorite thing to learn?
For what?
Like the whole training thing. Like anything.
Learning how to train?
Yeah.
That's a great question. Yeah, I guess. I don't know, like, because there's so much to it, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm very multidisciplinary. Like, I can do a lot of skill work, you know, with different positions, but I also do, like, the science, too, because, like, that's what my degree is in. I think the biggest thing that I've learned and my favorite thing to learn is, like, how to communicate with the athlete. You know what I mean? How to really connect with the athlete and, like, really make that more personal rather than just like, hey, you're an athlete. You know what I mean?
I think that makes the training like way better too. Like
Definitely.
if you actually have a connection with the athlete, it makes it way more fun, way easier to get up in the morning and come.
Yeah, for sure. Because you can relate, you know what I mean? Like, shoot, I was just telling some high school athletes last night. It was Friday night, you know, and like I could tell some of these kids didn't want to work.
Yeah.
And I'm like, look, I know you don't want to work, man, but you got to, man. You got to put in the work. If you really want to get to where you want to be, because like everybody like wants to be great, but they only want to be great when they feel like it. You got to be great even when you don't feel like it. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like the message I was trying to get at. But no, yeah, definitely. And then I guess like I was kind of talking to Cyrus about this yesterday. Throughout the process of like learning how to train and all that, like I would do it myself. Like I would go do the things I'm trying to teach like you guys. And that to me was always like a guiding principle was I would never ask you guys to do something that I cannot do myself, that I have not experienced myself. Because one, I want to know what you feel. And if I know how you feel, that's going to allow me to coach it better. Right. And then two, I want to make sure that I'm not like killing you. You know what I mean? As far as like difficulty and stuff like that. So yeah, that's been a bigger part.
You went like a bunch of different places to learn some different things, right?
Yeah, we went to I went to Chicago, interned there. You know, I got to learn from some really good coaches out there, like the best in Chicago, basically. And you know, got to shadow with the Bulls. That was pretty cool.
That's tough.
And then I got to do with the Hawkeyes. Man, that was crazy too. That was hard. That was so hard. Dude, you talk about early, 3:30 a.m. early. 3:30 a.m., bro.
3:30.
So look, we had to be at the facility ready to go at 4. But if you're late, you're done. So I'm like, all right, I'm there at 3:30 every day. I'm there. I'm getting there early. You know, I'm not risking anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I was full-time student. And I was also doing 2 jobs up here. So I was doing Kids on Course. You guys know what that is?
Yeah.
It's an after-school program. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it's kind of like YMCA after school. That's how I met Lonnie. You know Lonnie, right?
Yeah.
That's how I met Lonnie. But I was doing that, and then I was working at a Top Shape gym down on Edgewood. I used to do front desk. So I would 3:30 a.m. I go to the Hanson right over at the University of Iowa. I'd be there until like 11. I'd leave. I'd go to class, and I'd be falling asleep in my classes, like trying to stay awake, like nodding, trying to stay awake. Go in the bathroom, splash your face, wake up. You know what I mean? And then I'd leave my classes. I'd drive up here to Cedar Rapids. I get to Cedar Rapids around 3 or 4. I'd work from 4 to 10 p.m. or 11, depending on the night, because I had to close. And then I'd go to sleep, wake up, do it again. And I was getting like 4 hours of sleep every night, because 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. And finally, like I remember one time, I fell asleep in my car outside before I was ready to go in for work. And my buddy, my roommate now, he came out and woke me up before work. And I'm like, all right, this is enough. Because like my mood was changing. Like I wasn't myself because I was sleep deprived. And I finally had to say like, hey, I need to take less hours. So that's what I had to do. But yeah, it was definitely a lot to juggle all at once.
That's a grind.
Oh, it was, man. I was counting down the days for sure. But COVID hit, and that's what sparked the whole training, because I couldn't train anybody. I couldn't go do any other internships. So I'm like, well, I got practical experience. I got educational background. I got all this time. Let's go start it. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Yeah, I remember BJ started first coming to you.
Mm-hmm.
And he was telling me about you. And I would come like that 1 or 2, that couple of sessions, yeah.
Yeah, shout out BJ, man.
Yeah, shout out
BJ.
my mans.
Yeah, shout out his mom too. She's an angel. You know what I mean? She put me on with him. So, but other than that, though, you guys good? You guys have fun?
Yeah.
All right, man. Cool. Well, thank y'all for checking in. New Wave Certified. My boys out here, man. Best of luck, man. Best of luck, bro. Appreciate you guys coming in.
We'll get you right.
Thank you. All right, man.
It's Bloodhound John.
Yeah, Bloodhound.
Bloodhound John.
Q50 John.
Oh my God.
Any social media y'all want to promote or anything, like Instagram or something?
I don't even know my Instagram.
Yeah, where can people find you?
J'Quari on Instagram.
Davarion.Harris on Instagram.